We're going to look at the piece Mi Fa So. You'll find this on page 36 of Aaron Shearer's Learning the Classic Guitar, Part 2. This piece introduces 3 new notes, all of them on the first string. You'll have E, first string, no left hand finger, F, first string, first fret, first finger, and G, first string, third fret, third finger. Well, you've learned new notes before, so that's nothing new for you. But you do have one new technique that you're going to have to learn. You are now going to be playing notes with your right hand finger, specifically I and M, and you're going to be using something that guitarists call the rest stroke. Once you understand the rest stroke, it's really not that hard to do. And we're going to move in for a closer look. To play rest stroke, here's what you're going to do. I'm just going to place my thumb on the bass strings, and it's just going to stay there. It's going to give my hand some stability to keep my thumb resting on the bass strings. I'm going to play the first string with my index finger. So I will place my finger on the string. It's almost like I'm pointing to the string that I'm going to play. My finger is relatively straight. It's not curved in like this. It's more straight. And you'll notice the other fingers that are not going to be doing anything. They're not going to be playing a string. They're just going to stay loosely curled out of the way. You don't have to curl them up really tight. Just let them stay loosely curled and very relaxed. Okay, to play the first string, I have my finger prepared on the string, and then I push in, and my finger comes to rest on the second string. So go back, prepare, push in, comes to rest on the next string. So to practice that, prepare, play, prepare, play, prepare, play. All right, let's try that with the middle finger. So now my middle finger is prepared on the first string. My index finger is just loosely curled, staying out of the way, just like the other fingers that aren't doing anything. I'm prepared on the first string, push in, and I play the note. Prepare, play, prepare, play, prepare, play, prepare, play. When you're doing rest stroke, make sure that your other fingers aren't sticking out like this. They're always loosely curled. When your fingers are sticking out like this, that means your hand is very tense, and we don't like playing the guitar with a tense hand. So keep them as relaxed as you can in just a loose curl. What you just saw will get you off to a good start, but let's dig a little deeper into this and listen a little closer, and you might notice that a problem crops up that you're going to want to take care of if you're a really good player. I'm going to play the first string, and then I'm immediately going to damp it with my index finger, and I want you to listen very closely. Now, notice that even though I damped the string, right after I played it, you still heard an E ringing. Well, the reason that happened is when I play an E on this string right here, it automatically sets up a sympathetic vibration from this string and this string. The 5th and 6th strings are starting to vibrate right along with this string right here. Now, if I don't mind that sound, then I don't have to do anything about it. But a lot of times, we don't want that sound. We don't want those sympathetic vibrations. If you allow that to happen, it's sort of like playing the piano with the sustain pedal locked down. All you get is this muddy wash of sound, and it's a very unclear way to play. So if I want to get rid of those sympathetic vibrations, I'm going to have to do something about it. I am going to have to damp those strings so that they don't make that extraneous E that I don't want. Well, there's a very simple way to do that. What I'm going to do is, before I start playing, I'll go ahead and drop my thumb on both the 5th string and the 6th string. In fact, I actually have my thumb in between the 2 strings. The back of my thumb is damping the 6th string, and the pad of my thumb is damping the 5th string. Now I can go ahead and play this E on the 1st string, and when I damp immediately, you'll hear that there's no extra E ringing over. So that's a very simple way to solve the problem there. And notice that when I put my thumb on the bass strings, I'm not flattening out my hand like this. I can still keep my hand in a good position when I'm doing this. So don't let your wrist fall down and start touching the soundboard of the guitar. You want to keep your hand in a good playing position, even though your thumb is damping those 2 strings right there.